Hammy, the season drawing ever closer, just the 2 friendlies to go, starting with Barnsley on Wednesday night. How different do these final 2 weeks, I guess, of pre-season look?
Slightly different, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Obviously, the last few games have been about just getting minutes in, getting time in the legs, letting lads get back into the pitch areas that we're looking to. Us having a little bit of an experiment in a few games, if I'm going to be 100% honest. Lads training a little bit fatigued and a little bit leggy. So yeah, these next 2 we'll look to obviously implement a few more things, not give too much away, because we're fully aware that every club's watching every team, as we are with other teams. So not give too much away, but yeah, look to now probably freshen it up, gearing up to Blackburn.
I almost don't want to ask this question for fear of jinxing it, but watching training today, it feels as though pretty much everyone is out there and everyone has managed to get through pre-season to this point in pretty good shape.
Yeah, obviously minus Runes, who obviously we'd got it about, but yeah, everybody looks okay. Obviously everybody's now had minutes, everybody's now kind of pulled themselves up, as Gaffer goes past on his scooter. As everybody's kind of getting geared up, ready, it now becomes probably less about minutes, more about us looking at how it's going to look earlier in the season.
How do you find that balance between making sure people don't break down, frankly, but also making sure that everybody's pushed and getting to the levels that you need them to get to?
It's a really difficult task, if I'm going to be honest. It's obviously the hardest part of pre-season. We don't want to get injuries, but at the same time you have to push them to the edge of the cliff and not let them fall off. So we're looking to kind of get them as fit as we can do, and we've took precautions along the way. Obviously with minutes, you've seen, I'm sure most of the fans have seen, players coming on, a raft of changes, a lot going off, whereas now probably we'll knuckle down, and we've still got 2 weeks left of pre-season, so it won't be like, right, that's it now, nice and easy. We'll gear up and look to implement a lot more things.
I don't know if we've caught it in the background there, but a couple of the new faces, albeit Ibu's not that new, but Ibu Adams, Kenzo Hauptmann and David Ozo playing a little game that I think they play at the end of every practice now, don't they? Tell me about how relationships develop between the group at this time of year.
Well, that's a big thing of pre-season as well, so everybody always bangs on about having no injuries and people getting fit, but the psychological, the mental aspects, obviously players moving into this area, there's a lot goes on. The family's not being here with them as much as they will probably be in 2-3 weeks time. Obviously with Kenzo, different food, different way of life, different probably timings, different way of life in terms of managing it. A little bit probably more laid back, I would have said, where he's been. Not that training will be, but just more in his demeanour. So just a lot of things you have to think about and make sure that they're right, because we always say that if you're happy off the pitch, you'll be happy on it. But luckily at this football club we have a great infrastructure to make sure that can take place. As you well know, we always speak to players, we're always interacting with them, we're always making sure that they're okay, but sometimes it can be hard for them to probably speak to a coach or a manager without thinking it's going to have a change in mindset of them starting a game, coming on a game, being sub in a game. So they've got lots of other avenues there that they can speak to, but generally they will speak to us and we can make them feel at ease at this time of the season without the huge pressures of winning 3 points, getting a point, or however that looks.